Iran, however, has responded to US deployment of B-2 bombers with a chilling display of firepower, an underground missile city packed with deadly arsenals, and the world is watching. In an 85-second video released by Iranian state media, two of the country's most powerful military figures take center stage. General Mohammad Hossein Bagheri, Chief of Staff of Iran's Armed Forces, and General Amir Ali Hadizadeh, head of the IRGC Aerospace Force, the man in charge of Iran rockets and missile systems. These are not just high-ranking officers, they are the architect of Iran's missile strategy. The footage begins with two generals riding through a vast underground tunnel in an open-top military jeep. Their expressions, cool and deliberate. Rows upon rows of missiles lines the wall, a silent yet powerful warning to Iran's adversaries. As they step out, the message becomes even more clearer. They salute images of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini and, in a final symbolic gesture, walk across an Israeli flag painted on the floor. This is not just military posturing. This is Iran telling the world, especially the United States and Israel, that it is prepared for any confrontation. The timing, coming just as US deploy its B-2 bombers to Diego Garcia, make it clear the Middle East is on the brink and neither side is backing down. The underground missile city, packed with advanced ballistic missile, drone and air defense system. The timing, perfectly calculated. The world is watching as the deadline for the potential revival of the Trump-era nuclear deal inches closer and tension between the countries getting tense. But is this a defensive move, a deterrent, or a direct challenge to the West? The underground facility, built to withstand aerial and cyber threats, signals Iran's intent to fortify its military position at a time when global tensions are already running high. One of Iranian generals further said, Iran will make an underground missile city every week. Please, take a look.
If we start today, we will unveil a new missile city every week. The project will continue for the next 2 years.
Iran is no stranger to underground military fortresses. At least 3 missile cities have been revealed since 2020. One in western Iran and 2 others further north. Now Iran has unveiled a 4th underground base, though its exact location remains a mystery. But the timing, that's no coincidence. From Washington, US President Donald Trump has repeatedly warned Iran to halt its support for proxy groups, a demand that remains at the center of US foreign policy. But Iran's latest revelation makes one thing clear: it is not backing down. This comes as negotiation over the Iran nuclear deal JCPO remain deadlocked. The US is hesitant to lift sanctions without guarantees, and Iran is making its stance known. Concession will not come easily. The deadline for a breakthrough is fast approaching, but instead of diplomatic gestures, Tehran has chosen a show of military strength. The message is clear. Iran is prepared for any confrontation, and it's willing to dig deep, literally, to defend its position. The Trump administration, caught between pressure from allies like Israel and European nations, urging diplomacy, faces a tough choice: negotiate or escalate. Meanwhile, Israel, already engaged in covert strikes against Iranian interests, has vowed not to let Tehran become a nuclear-armed state.
My policy as Prime Minister of Israel is clear. I will never allow Iran to obtain the nuclear capability to carry out its genocidal goal of eliminating Israel. And Israel will continue to defend itself against Iran's aggression and terrorism.
Beyond the Middle East, the ripple effect of this standoff could shake global market and security alliances. With Russia and China growing closer to Tehran, the West faces strategic dilemma: tighten sanctions or risk Iran deepening its ties with US adversaries. For Africa, this tension isn't just distant geopolitics. It could directly impact oil prices. But how? Let's break it down. Iran controls the Strait of Hormuz, the world oil jugular. 1/5 of global oil supply passes through this narrow passage. If Iran decides to flex its muscles and restricts access, oil price will skyrocket. For African economies already struggling with inflation and corruption, this could be disastrous. Nigeria, a major oil producer, might see short-term gain from raising crude prices, but the bigger picture is in Sorose. Prolonged instability in the Middle East breeds market uncertainty, and when that happens, currencies fluctuate, imports become expensive, and ordinary Africans feel the pinch. This isn't just about oil, it is about economic survival in an increasingly volatile world. But here is the big question. So, is Iran's missile city a bargaining chip, a deterrent, or a prelude to conflict? With the world teetering on the edge of a new Cold War, this underground fortress is more than just a military base. It is a bold statement. And if history has taught us anything, bold statements in geopolitics often have explosive consequences. As tension rises between Iran and the US, the world watch with bated breath. Military posturing, nuclear deadlock, and strategic deployment are not just political maneuvers. They have real-world consequences. From oil markets to global security, every move in this high-stake game sends ripples far beyond the Middle East. For Africa, the challenge is clear. Navigate the economic shocks, adapt to shifting alliances, and ensure that the continent is not just a spectator in global geopolitics, but an active player shaping its own destiny. Because in an interconnected world, no conflict is truly distant, and no economy is truly insulated. You are watching Diaspora Digital Media. For more of these stories, follow us on our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get alerted when we drop a new video. I remain Ibrahim Umarwasi, and bye for now.